we are, June. Wow. Not only are we at the midpoint of 2012, we are in the beginning of a powerful series. For those of you that have been tracking with us, as you know, these past 3 months, April, May, and June, this is month 3, have been this powerful 3-month period of where do you want to be, how do you want to be, what do you want to be, personally, globally, spiritually, a very profound moment. June is that culminating month, and what is so powerful is that we are initiating a 3-year period. So you want to take in a breath on that. I heard a lot of you right now hold your breath. So let's take in a breath on that, right? Let's just go in. We are finishing 3 months, this month in June, and we are simultaneously opening up a 3-year window.
3 for 3 is really what's going on.
Yeah.
And so for many of you, you might have noticed that your lives are shifting a little bit in the last couple months. And we want to remind you, be present to you.
Yeah.
Be present to what is essential, because these 3 months are actually setting the tone, so to speak, but it's a little more grand than just tone.
Yeah.
They're setting in motion what you will be experiencing for the next 3 years.
Now, what that means is this. The month of June is going to be all about expansion. And when we talk about expansion, we're talking about the expansion of everything without limits. So in the month of June, if you have been in a cycle of fear, if you have been in a cycle that has not served you, you have an opportunity really to focus, stay eyes on the divine, clear channels, open up, because otherwise in June everything is expanding. The positive aspect of that is everything, all your plans, if you have been centering your heart, if you have been bringing things together, if you have been looking to meet new people, make new connections, bringing other gifts into your lives, June is the month of expansion, but is the expansion of everything. Now, as we mentioned, this year, 2012, we are all about 3s. And as we are finishing this cycle of 3 months in June, this is month 3, we have 3 profound challenges in front of us yet in 2012. And we normally don't offer things as far as linear dates and things of that nature. However, in the spirit of the discourse that was offered last month on prophecy and revelation, we have been asked to offer to you the revelation. And so if you're not familiar with that discourse or you didn't really internalize it, go back and read it, go back and listen to it, because this is more of a revelation. But there are 3 challenges ahead energetically for the planet, energetically for us personally, energetically for us spiritually, especially as beings of divine light and love. Remember, June is all about expansion. You're going to have the opportunity this month to expand yourself in ways you would have never dreamed of. And of course, it's your choice as to whether or not you follow through. But we have these 3 challenges ahead in 2012.
Now, challenge means an opportunity. A challenge is a point where there is an energetic, you could call it a friction, you could call it an opportunity to command your authority in an ever greater and more expanded way. But the challenges are present nonetheless. And the first date that the energetics align to give us this experience is coming up this month, at the end of this month on the 24th of June.
So you want to just breathe in for a moment. Now, I just felt a lot of you, again, hold your breath. And remember, we are offering this in the spirit of revelation, not in the spirit of prophecy. And I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. However, you can learn a lot about that by just going back and reading last month's Archangelic Ensoulment or watching it live. It's at our YouTube channel. It's free. Go watch it. Go listen to it again. But in the spirit of revelation, when we allow ourselves to feel and receive this information with divine wisdom, what's happening is that the energies that are aligning on the planet, cosmic energies, astrological energies, spiritual energies, along with the energy of Mother Gaia herself, the first of the 3 challenges, it is no accident that it is occurring this month in June. We've had this half of year, we're in the halfway point of 2012. So we've had this first 6 months to really adapt, to become more accustomed to the flow of energy. And Shri and I are going to be releasing an updated video on the 2012 Ascension Acceleration symptoms. Look for that on our YouTube channel by next week, because a lot more has come forward, and I guarantee you all are experiencing a lot of this. And this is what that first 6 months has given us. However, bear in mind that with these 3 challenges, the first energetic challenge coming up the end of this month, June 24th, you can either meet the challenge with joy and love, or you can tumble into the challenge with fear and pain. This is the moment. Where do you want to be? How do you want to be? What do you want to be? Keeping our eyes on the divine at all times. Over the past, especially the past 7 years, the Archangelic Realm has been offering us extraordinary information. And one of the more powerful discourses, they're all powerful, but one of the ones that certainly has been coming up for Shri and I, especially as we know we're heading toward the June 24th moment, has been the Esina, who have said to us more than once that we are at a moment in time. And as a matter of fact, if you go to the Lost Books of the Essene, free at our website, read the first book, they very clearly talk about we are at a moment right now where if you want to understand it, go back and look at what happened between 1929 and about 1940. Well, the last time we had the exact same energy on our planet that is going to be supporting these 3 dates, and we're going to give you all 3 today, the first one being June 24th, was in 1932. Now, take a moment. What happened in 1932? Without offering you a sense of fear, it's when the Great Depression happened. So what they're saying is that these energies are all around us. And the only other time these energies have been the same was again in 1934. 1934 was when we saw the rise of Nazi Germany. So there were also many other wonderful things that were happening during this time. Again, it's perspective. Look at what happened during this time in 1932. Look at what happened during this time in 1934. We are being given the gift, the blessing, the choice of growing through our past versus repeating our past.
Now, mass consciousness, those that are fast asleep to their enlightenment, chances are they're going to be in a repetitive cycle. Mm-hmm. Energetically, it will be a repetitive cycle. And for your own discernment, you can look at the period from 1929 to 1940 and take a look at the technological advances that were happening, take a look at the metaphysical advances that were happening.
Amazing things.
And the social and political situation. Mm-hmm. If you look at that and then take a scroll forward and take a peek at the news channels going on today, you're going to see some interesting similarities.
Oh, yeah.
There's a rise in fundamentalism, there's a rise in territorialism, there's also a rise or an outcry for justice, for redefining things. It's a fascinating and fabulous time to be alive. Fear not. And get clear on where you want to be, how you want to be, what you want to be, because you are indeed the commander of the light. You are the commander of your experience.
And this is really the key. You must begin, beloved ones. This is the moment for you to remember that you are able to command the light. For those of you that are here that are Miracle Team members, you know that we've been teaching these lessons every month now. We get on live with you and we're teaching you how to command the light. Use those lessons. Soon we'll also be bringing out Commanding the Light lessons for the world, and they'll all be free at our YouTube channel. They'll all be free on our website. But the reality is that we must remember that when we are in the full memory of our mastery, we can smile and witness the gift that is before us. For example, the next challenge ahead, and it's fascinating that they're kind of close together, is going to be next month. And it's right around July 17th. This is more of a cusp. I'm feeling it's more July 17 to 19. However, the briskness of the energy will come in around July 17. So we have June 24th. We have July 17th. And the key is this month, June, remember, is the final month in our Trinity energy of the where do you want to be, how do you want to be, what do you want to be, anchoring, commanding the light, keeping your eyes on the divine, recognizing the predominant energy of June is expansion without limits, because we are in the energy of allness. And then that's going to bring us to the final challenge, which is actually going to happen in September this year. And it's going to be another, I'm calling these cusp moments. It's going to come to richness around September 18, 19. However, I see this one as a 3-day window again. I think it's 18, 19, 20. Very, very powerful. These energies, these expansions, these challenges are here for you. And how we navigate these challenges individually and collectively will affect what's coming in December.
You know, December has been a month that's had lots of folklore and mystery and magic.
And we're living in the middle of it down here in Guatemala.
So let's consider December 21, 2012. 12, 21, 12. Well, that's 3 12s, isn't it?
It's another 3, 3, 3. Remember, this entire year is about the cycle of threes and the multiples of threes.
So 12, 21, 12, 3, 3, 3, a 9, if you add those up together. It is indeed a powerful moment. And the guidance that we have received from the elders here is, of course, the world is not coming to an end December 21st. What's happening is indeed a consolidation, a coming forward. It's like a full moon moment in many ways. And we have been asked to provide and participate in ceremonies, not December 21, but for 3 days.
Which will include December 21. The High Oracle of the Maya, the High Priest of the Maya are literally coming to Tosa La Laguna, because we have what has been now written in the records of the Maya. They literally have written this into their records, their history, the reactivation of the sacred site that we are blessed to be the custodians of. This is an ancient, real site that is on the land that is Tosa La Laguna, that has been around for thousands of years and has only ever been occupied by the priests and the priestesses. And so they will literally be moving onto the property, and we will be in constant ceremony for 3 days, including 12, 21, 12. And, you know, we are inviting those of you whose hearts may be filled to be there and really anchor, because remember, we're anchoring for the next 3 years. How we navigate 6/24, 7/17 to 19, 9/18 to 20, how we navigate this month, how we navigate the rest of 2012 will set the course of how we command our light 2013, 2014, 2015. And if there's any way that you can join us in person and that you want to be a part of this, then please do. Please join us. We're almost full. We do have to limit the amount of people, and there's only about, I think, 7 spaces left, maybe 8. But if you can join us in person, please do. And the key is to remember cycles of threes. Sheree and I have been given a lot more information about this, and especially about the expanding 144, which if you take the 144 and you divide it by the 3, gives you 48. Well, what's the 48? That's 12, which is another 3. And so we are in these powerful cycles, energies of light, commanding our light, saying to the universe, we have grown up. We have grown up, beloved one. We are ready, and offering to our beloved Gaia our heart and light, whereby she can unify with us rather than be trodden on by us. A very powerful moment. June, my angels, do you feel it? I'm feeling the energy of your heart through my heart right now. I know Shree's feeling it too, and we're feeling this energy. Do you feel the pulse wave? Do you feel the heartbeat? June is a powerhouse month. When you have scales, what holds the scales? It's the middle. What month is June in 2012? It's the middle. We're at the tipping point. Powerful month, powerful energy. Where do you want to be? How do you want to be? What do you want to be? Keeping the eyes on the divine at all times. And do you hear it? I'm starting to, as we're sharing this, I'm hearing right now, my ears are filled with energy. Do you hear it? Do you hear the sound? Do you hear the humming? It's beautiful. We are commanding our light.
So as we prepare ourselves to receive further energetic blessing and information, I want to remind you, look for peace. Experience the peace. You are peace. So often people say, well, I don't know if I'm doing it perfectly. You know, I got angry last week, or I was in fear last week. Judge not. Move forward to this now, this moment. Be at peace with your experience. So let us breathe into our heart, allowing the peace that passeth understanding to come forward.